Why do you think numbers are dropping? Is it concussion stuff and parents with a fear to have their kids play football?
I think that'll always have a little bit to do with it, but I think to me the biggest thing is, like I said, you're not getting offensive linemen or defensive linemen for that matter. Like the big kids don't want to play as much as before, for whatever reason. I think the skill players, you'll always have high numbers of skill players, especially as 7-on-7s become more popular and flag leagues become more popular. You'll always have skill players, and they know what they're signing up for when it comes to concussions when they play, and obviously don't like it, but it is a part of the sport.
Yeah, and I'm sure tackling is probably taught better now, you would hope.
Oh, yeah.
But it's just a matter of will they do it.
Yeah, good
You
point.
can teach it, but it's a different thing to actually have them apply it on the field.
Yeah.
But I think the problem with numbers probably stems just from it's hard to find offensive linemen. It's not a gratifying position.
I was just going to say,
Yeah,
offensive line is not the most glorified. Like, you're probably the most important person outside of the quarterback on the team, and even then you might be more important because without you, he's not standing up.
Yeah.
But those kids, like, there's other sports where they can feel that, like, glory a little bit more. You know, like, I can go play baseball and hit a bomb, and now, like, I don't have, and you don't have to be fast. Like, you can be, I don't want to say, like, less athletic, but you don't have to be, like, this elite athlete to play baseball or some other sports because you can find a different skill set that works for you. Like, there's plenty of pitchers in here that I watch, and I'm like, I don't even know how you can throw a baseball that fast because you move worse than anybody I've ever seen.
Yeah, because it's such a specific skill.
Yeah.
So it's just like, that's where I feel like, too, you're losing it, is like football doesn't have the travel programs in the same way that other sports do, too.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of what 7-on-7 and flag are becoming. Mm-hmm. And I see that more so in the kids that I'm training, more so than where I'm coaching high school. But I would say 85 to 80% of kids that I train are doing some sort of flag or 7-on-7 league.
Oh, that's awesome.
It is awesome, and they're traveling, and it's kind of taking over. But offensive linemen, there's nothing for offensive linemen like that.
Because in a 7v7, it's just skill players.
All skill guys. And you can maybe have a center, but the center in 7-on-7 is going out for routes. He's not blocking.
He's probably like your tight end in like high school.
Yeah. So a lot of times, you see all these highlights on Instagram and all from 7-on-7 and all that kind of stuff. And I know a couple linemen that could be dominant offensive linemen. I'm talking like go pretty far in college, go far with their football careers, but they want to lose weight and become a tight end or a receiver or a fullback.
I never thought about this from this angle. My brain just always went to like, well, concussions are really prevalent now, and you see the news, and parents are fearful because of that. But I didn't think about it from the kid standpoint.
Yeah.
That if you're, like a bigger kid when you're younger, maybe you're shying away from sports. You're self-conscious to go play a sport, or maybe you just don't have the gratification of like, I'm gonna sit there and smash myself into another guy for an hour and a half.
Right, and you don't even go put on the highlights.
Right.
Know? And hopefully maybe a guy like Jason Kelsey being more popular now.
Right.
Could potentially change that.
Yeah.
And like at least change perspective is like, hey, I can be like.
Oh, good point too, in terms of how like the NFL may market.
Right. Like, just like Jason Kelsey is like a cool dude. Like, I feel like a lot of kids can like relate to just him being like a guy. Just like, he's just a guy that's out there enjoying football and like enjoying life.